everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Fiona and I love all things art, and in today's video I am repurposing a bargain item that I found at Kmart the other day. It was a clearance item for $5. It was a paint by number beach scene. Nothing wrong with the beach scene, just not my thing. So I decided for $5 I'm going to get myself a big piece of canvas and a bunch of paints in really nice colours to go with it. So in the first scene you saw me laying down a heap of white gesso, which you can actually also buy at Kmart or Spotlight or online anywhere. It's just white gesso. It preps the canvas and just makes the paint go on a bit smoother and a bit better. And I didn't actually record the other part of this video, which was to just lay down a bunch of paint in all different colours any way that you want them. And then I decided to do a quick sketch of a girl, but you could also stick on a picture of a magazine cutout or a black and white colouring in image here. You don't have to draw it. And then I went over and I'm sticking down a bunch of ripped up scrapbook pages, just different random pages of anything you want, and also a bit of gold leaf, and I'm just gluing them randomly. It's supposed to be her shoulder and her back. It'll come together a bit later, and I'm just going over that with some craft glue. I also didn't have a solid plan for what I was going to do with this canvas. I just had a rough idea in my head, but the main point is that you can turn almost anything you want into your own thing. You don't have to copy, the prompts or what you're supposed to do. I just thought, wow, for $5 I'm going to get myself a big piece of canvas and a bunch of paints here, and I'm just going to go and do something on it. If it doesn't turn out, you can always just go over it with another coat of white paint or collage over it and start afresh if you're not happy with it. And here I'm just playing with all the different bits and pieces, and you can see me tapping my fingers because I wasn't even sure which direction to go next. So I just keep adding and adding and adding until I'm happy with it. I've got some stencil here, and the white paint I've got wasn't that great, so I'm actually putting the white gesso in as the brick stencil just because the gesso is thicker and stands out a bit more. And that's just a rainbow love heart thingy that I had I think just coloured in ages ago, and I just cut that out and used it as a little sticker type thing. And just keep going over and layering until you're happy with the colours and the results that you see. I'm just experimenting with some different colours here and using a palette knife for some different effects and textures. I'm then going over with some watercolour paints this time, and then spraying extra water on with a little water bottle just to get that effect where it sort of looks, a little bit dreamy almost, and you can still see all the other layers underneath. So the point is just to keep layering, and you get way more depth that way instead of a flat finish. I took a chance here and went over her with some black paint, which made me really nervous because I didn't know whether or not that I would like the effect, but it did add a bit more boldness to it. So at this stage, if you were using a magazine cutout or a colouring in page or a picture from a book, you could definitely go over that as well with some extra paint or some glitter pens or gesso or anything you wanted really. So I still wasn't really sure about the black at this stage, so I thought I would tie it in by rubbing the edges with a black oil pastel. So as I said, I didn't really have a solid plan with this. I just thought for $5, I'm just going to have a play around and see what I end up with. And I always believe art should just be fun and intuitive and just do whatever feels right for you. And like I said, if you really hate the way it turns out, just paint over it with some white paint or do a bit of collage over it, or just give it to your kids to go over and play with. Then I thought I'd finish off with a little bit more stenciling. And this is how she turned out. I'm pretty happy with her. There's a lot going on, a lot of colourful layers. Yeah, I hope you give this a go. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.